Hey, how's it going, guys? Just back again with another community support video. You guys kind of know how these work by now. Usually, I just kind of pick three contests and decide to show them support and one video basically, so that way I don't jam up everybody's YouTube feeds with multiple video listings and that stuff. So, the three people I'm going to talk about today, I've got Rayman, the Silencer Man. He's celebrating 100 subs. The Boy Who Had 7 Talks comic books. He's celebrating 400 subs and the GO2Geeks 555 sub hunt or celebration, whatever they're at. I think they're pushing to 555 by September 5 or something like that. So we'll just go ahead and get right into it. So we'll start with Rayman. He only asked that I show three different artist covers. So if you guys haven't checked out Rayman's channel, definitely check it out. Especially if you like to see people get flea market finds and stuff. He gets some phenomenal finds at his local flea markets and that stuff. He always has a great attitude about showing his books and stuff. And like I said, he gets some cool finds. So definitely check out his channel. He's only got 100 subs. He should have probably more than me. So definitely check out his content. So I'll go ahead and get into basically what I tried to do on this. I picked like three cover artists basically, so I just had stacks of books. I'm like, yeah, I'll go ahead and just show a few from each artist, except for my first one because I only had one out from him, so I wasn't gonna dig out tons of this one. But sorry, poor man's comics. I gotta show this cover again. It's my favorite. Gotham City Sirens #1 variant edition. This is a J.G. Jones cover. If you're not familiar with J.G. Jones, he's done some phenomenal cover work, especially on DC's 52 run from, I think it was 2006, 2007. He knocked it out of the park on those covers, and he did a lot of cool Wonder Woman covers, but I think this Gotham City Sirens one's my favorite. Next up, I got to talk about J. Scott Campbell. Since I've been a kid, he's been one of my favorite cover artists, and when he did interiors, he's definitely one of my favorite interior artists. But I had this set of Phoenix Resurrection variants I got off the J. Scott Campbell store. So there's the new X-Men Jean Grey variant. Very happy to have these. Probably should have just got all 8 of them, but these things aren't cheap, unfortunately. There is the the all new X-Men variant. The kind of 90s X-Men variant kind of reminds me of the cartoon show from the 90s, so I like that. Then probably my favorite one on the whole lot he did was the Dark Phoenix variant. So I think he also did one for a Jean Grey #1 as well that I grabbed too. So absolutely love these J. Scott Campbell covers. Like I said, sometimes his stuff they charge a premium on. So definitely one of my favorite cover artists. And the last one I had to highlight, of course, best cover artist there is out there, Alex Ross. Doesn't get any better. So I just got a little stack of JSAs I've been getting recently. A lot of these I just plucked out of the dollar bin recently. So there's JSA 72. Actually, I think almost every one of these I probably paid 15 to 20 cents for because of just getting them through sales and in like half price books, tote bag sales. So if you see Alex Ross for less than $1, you pick it up. There's JSA 74. And then the rest is from kind of their second Justice Society of America run. So there's #12. Another great cover there. And like I said, I could have brought out a whole short box of just Alex Ross covers, but I think we've seen a lot of them at this point. 15. #16. I always like the Magog from Kingdom Come. That's why this run's definitely intriguing, just because Alex Ross does get some creative freedoms along with Jeff Johns to bring in the Kingdom Come characters, so it's very, very interesting. There is 21, and then the last one. This one's for you, Legend, if you're gonna watch this ever. #25. Got the Dark Marvel family on there. I guess this is the one where Mary Marvel has turned heel by now. So then Black Adam in the background. And I think that's Isis in the corner. So there we go. So once again, that's Rayman's contest. I believe if you guys are interested in following up with his contest and participating yourself, you have until August 25th. So I guess I just squeaked in my entry here. So you got about 3 days as of this recording to participate in his contest. At least make sure to go to his channel and check out his flea market hauls and his content, because he does have some phenomenal pickups. So go ahead and please check out his channel. Next up, another great YouTuber, TheBoywhohad7, celebrating 400 subs. So that's pretty nice number. So congratulations. His comic contest is going up until August 31st. And I believe he has 3 prizes going. So some very, very generous offerings there from him. So all he wants to know is your favorite story arc, basically. So he's making it super simple to enter. You can actually just go to his video and say you won in the contest, and you're in the contest. So, but I usually like to make the video and that stuff because hey, it makes me get my comics out, sort them, talk about them, all that good stuff. Um, so this is kind of a rerun from my live stream yesterday, I guess. But hey, he asked for my favorite story. You guys are gonna get my favorite story. So got Christ on Infinite Earths. If you guys missed my live stream, basically, I read this as a kid just to kind of get to know the DC universe. It was very confusing, but I really liked it at the same time. So, definitely one of my top favorites. Marv Wolfman and George Perez were basically charged with trying to figure out how to make and simplify a DC universe post-crisis. So, the fact that they took all this confusing multiversal stuff that was going on in the early 80s DC comic universe, or multiverse, I guess. It's very interesting how they made this 12-issue maxi series, and they crafted it very well, I thought. So I'll just go ahead and show the covers there. But I've actually been reading this week too, so it's been a story that's been on my brain quite a bit actually, and I actually do have most of these signed by Wolfman and Perez. But if you guys aren't familiar with it, basically there's antimatter is consuming multiverses out there because of it, more or less an ancient evil unleashed it. I think it was Chrono woke up anti-monitor millions of years ago on the planet Oa, and it's just now starting to get to Earth's 1, 2. Let's see if I can remember them all since I just read it. So basically, those you deal with in this are obviously Earth 1, Earth 2, Earth X. So if you guys have been keeping track of the WB comic universe, they just had like the Earth X special last year, so it's kind of the same Earth X is highlighted in this comic. Earth S, which is basically the Shazam universe, the Captain Marvel family, and then Earth 4 with the Charlton characters like Blue Beetle and such. So those are kind of our main 5 universes throughout Crisis on Infinite Earths. Meanwhile, the main protagonists in this are, I mean, you have the Monitor, who's basically the brother or, doppelganger more or less of Anti-Monitor. Harbinger, which, he's kind of created to help him out. Alexander Luthor, who's from the now dead Earth 3, at least dead in this, because that's like issue 1, they take out Earth 3, and he's the son of the only hero of that planet, Lex Luthor. I think Lady Quark, she is another hero in there that, her planet got consumed, and she's just trying to help out where she can. And the last one, unless I missed one, which I probably did, is Pariah, who he's semi-responsible for unleashing the Anti-Monitor. So unfortunately, his penance is to be in the Earths that are getting consumed by antimatter. And on top of everything I just said, you get this huge crossover between pretty much every hero and villain in the DC universe at the time. So this is a very deep and well-crafted story that I've just, like I said, I have always had a special place in my heart for Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is still I really like Infinite Crisis a lot too, but at the end of the day, I think this is my Crisis in terms of picking my favorite big event that DC's ever had. So, TheBoywhohad7, I'm assuming you've probably read this based on your collecting style, but if you haven't, seek this out. You will do yourself a favor. So yeah, absolutely my favorite storyline of all time, Crisis on Infinite Earths. All right, let me get my notes back out on my phone, sorry. Like I said, you have until August 31st to participate in his contest, and if you guys aren't the type to make videos, you just go to his contest video. I'll put everything below, and he will enter you into his contest. So my last one I'll talk about tonight, the GO2Geeks. They're, like I said, they're having a 555 contest. I guess I really like 5s because I think there's also 5 prizes that are all extremely generous, of course. If you guys haven't checked out the channel, they got some awesome videos on there. Very well edited. I think my favorite one they did recently, I remember they had like a vintage Batmobile that someone reconstructed and actually got a chance to like look at it and take a ride in it stuff. So that was a pretty fun video. But what they want me to show basically is just either 5 comic books or 5 comic book related collectibles, I guess. So I decided to go the collectibles route because, hey, I show books all the time. spice it up a little bit. I'll start off with, I guess, kind of the most generic one because it's still kind of a book that has to do with comics, but I wouldn't call it a comic book. I like to collect art books when I go to conventions a lot. And this one is it's a Steranko art book. It's called The Visual Theory, a Steranko Archives Volume 1. And of course, since I bought it off his table, it was signed by him already because I didn't feel like waiting in his line for an eternity. But it's just got some cool sketches and maybe some unused concept art from Steranko in this book. Like I said, a cool like Masters of the Universe sketch there. It looks like it could be a cover. Looks like I got some Dark Phoenix action there. I don't want to show you guys too much more than that because I don't think artists like me showing their art books in their entirety on my channel. Maybe just one more good one here. Looks like we got a cool shadow one there. So like I said, usually if I can't afford a sketch from a creator, I like to get at least an art book from them. It's a very nice way to give back to the creators, and they get something cool from them at the same time. Next up, I don't even know why I own this. I think this is my brother's copy. This game really sucks, but hey, I guess I have it because I collect it. So, Superman 64 for the Nintendo 64. This game is a piece of garbage. I guess the story on why I own this, my brother actually pre-ordered this game as it was coming out back in what, probably 97-ish. Yeah, it says 97 on the back. So yeah, I guess he liked it so much I have it now. So there we go. So I guess technically collectible, but I wouldn't collect this if I were you guys if it's more than like $1. So it was laying around. I picked it up. Thought it'd be funny to talk about. But yeah, be forewarned, if you guys have a 64 and love Superman, don't get this game because you'll hate Superman for a while after it. Next up, I love collecting these like little figurine rings and stuff. For a while in the late 2000s, DC had this idea, or maybe it was the early aughts, I guess. They decided to like make a bunch of rings. Like over there, I've shown my collection video before of this whole room. I have like all the Green Lantern rings in a line. Actually, I got the Legion one too. I don't remember how you got this one as an incentive. I think basically it was just like the book of the week, you collect it, and you know, if you buy that book or spend a certain amount, you get one of these rings basically. I think all the Lantern rings are from the Blackest Night stuff, so like if you bought the spin-offs, you got the rings. But the Legion, I think, was something very similar to that, but thought that was a cool Legion ring, so there's that. Then next up, I got my buddy back here, Hulkbuster Iron Man Pop. This is out of the Legion, not the Legion of the Collector, the Marvel Collector Corps. When they started that Funko program, now it's moved to Amazon, but originally it was just something, you know, they did through Funko. Basically, you get a pop, an exclusive comic, and usually like a shirt or something. I'm not big into pops, but I do like this one. I think it's, you know, I only have like 5 pops total, but I think this is by far my best one. So cool Hulkbuster armor one. I liked it so much I have it on a shelf typically, but decided to highlight for this video. All right, so I think that's 4. So I got a 5th one, but I have to get up and get it. It is a weird one. I don't know the origin of it, but I'm hoping if I put it on this video, someone will see it and be able to tell me the origin of this item. So I have to actually get up and get this thing out of my closet because it's huge. So if someone can tell me what in the world this thing is, I would appreciate it. So my brother gave this to me one day. He just was cleaning up his girlfriend's house that they're moving out of. And he's just like, I have nowhere to put this. You want it? You like Sandman? I'm like, okay. So this appears to be some sort of promotional light because it actually has a plug that's on the top of it. I think it's supposed to hang from a ceiling because there's like bolts and stuff. So I just figured I'd use this video for an opportunity to show off this thing. I think it's like dated 2001. So I don't know what in the world. Maybe it's not 2001. I can't remember. But anyway, I don't remember too much going on with the Sandman property around then. So if you guys know what this is, feel free to hit me up and let me know because I have no clue. But I definitely didn't want to pass this up because who doesn't love Sandman? So yeah, there's that. So like I said, if anyone's seen any of those or knows anything about it, please let me know. But I thought that was just a weird one. All right. So once again, I'll link all 3 of these contest videos in a link below. If you guys are also interested in contests, I still have my own 200 subscriber contest. I'll put that link in the below as well. So I've got 8 entries so far. Runs until pretty much a month from tomorrow, so September 23rd. So please hit that up. And then on Friday, we'll be having Comic Core at 10 p.m. on the Comic Core channel. Other than that, I don't think I'm on any other videos this weekend, so it'll be kind of a nice little break, I guess. So nothing else. Go ahead and check out all the contests. Hopefully, I might actually do a bonus one of these this week because I want to do one for Spidey Fan and then one for Metarog too. So they also got contests going on if you guys want to check those out. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for all the views on the live stream yesterday, guys. That was awesome. That was by far the most I've had in a long time. So just thanks for all the support lately. I keep getting new subs every day. So I think I'm up to 231 or something like that now. So we're actually almost pretty close to that 250 prize addition to my current contest since there's still a whole month for that. So I guess if nothing else, spread the word, tell your friends. We can get that extra prize added. I think I had other crazy rules I don't remember right now. It's all going to be in the link below. There you go. But other than that, once again, thank you guys for watching. Leave some thumbs, I guess, and have a wonderful night.